Today's question is about the delicate dance that a real estate agent performs when changing brokerages. This is one of the hardest things to do. Even though it's good for your business, it can be hard on your clients because there is a lack of understanding of how real estate operates. In real estate, the agency agreement that is put into place between an agent and the home seller in a listing, or the agent and the buyer in a buyer brokerage agreement, is between the brokerage and the client, not the agent. The agent is the one who signs on behalf of the brokerage. Y'all, the public needs to understand this, and so I implore you, as you're having consultations with potential clients, that you explain to them with whom they're signing, because if you get all the paperwork done with the fella who's selling the house on Elm Street, and then you make a change from brokerage A to brokerage Z, the agreement is with brokerage A. So you, the agent, are moving. That means that the fella selling is officially on paper with brokerage A. Now, he would probably rather go with you, because we also know that the public builds relationships with the independent agent. So as an agent, ideally, you've spoken to both of your brokers and said to broker A, I'd like to bring this listing with me. Do I have your permission? And then work out the details. Then you can tell your fella, hey, I'm moving to brokerage Z and I have permission from brokerage A to take you along. Would you like to go with me? As long as there's no harm to him, he would probably say yes, but he may have an affiliation with the brand over here. It's all very complicated, and the only way to solve it is with what? Communication. I would also say get everything in writing, that they know who is on first and what's on second, because if I don't know's on third, that's when you go to the real estate commission. Whenever you do make a change, you have to understand this, real estate friends. You might lose that piece of business because you might think that they really love you and that you are just that amazing. But in reality, they may want to be with that brand for something you can't control, and you need to have enough strength of business to let it go and say, I wish you the best, my fella. I hope that the agent they assign to you is better than me and that you have an amazing experience. Then as you move, you prepare to go find new pieces of business. Now, the best way to keep everything smooth is to make sure that if you procure professional photography, you have in writing that that belongs to you, the agent, and not to the brokerage, because you can get that set up as an independent contractor. You could also make sure that any of the pre-marketing you have done belongs to you and not to that brand, so that your process doesn't miss a step. That means as you change brokerages, the biggest thing you have to figure out in advance is the process and the details. Get everything ordered and turned into a checklist before you make step number one. Now, as a broker, I generally know when my agents want to make a change. I can feel it in the air. They don't respond to me as quickly. And my only hope is that they land with somebody ethical and reputable, so that the clients they serve get a great experience. Because at the end of the day, we all have to remember this. No brand has a corner on great brokers. No brand has a corner on great education or marketing. Every one of our markets throughout this country have great brokers in all brands, and that should make all of us happy, because that means that at the end of the day, the consumer has the most options possible.